Althea Gibson, a woman who changed the game. This year's National History Day project gave me a topic I really wanted to work on: strong women in history who took a stand. I was looking on a website for strong women figures in sports, and I found Althea. I instantly wanted to find out more about her. I think that Althea is very important to the history of tennis and the history of sports because she took a stand against discrimination of being an African American in tennis. Althea Gibson was born August 25, 1927, in the city of Silver, Clarendon County, South Carolina, where her parents, Danielle and Annabelle Gibson, were hurt financially by the Great Depression because they worked as sharecroppers on a cotton farm. Since they weren't doing well in South Carolina, the Gibsons packed up their things and moved to the city of Harlem, where Althea's 3 sisters were born. Althea's one goal as a child was to become somebody. Althea played many sports: basketball, football, baseball, paddle tennis, and racket tennis. She played all these sports at the local police athletic league. When things got rough at home, Althea went to play sports. Sports was her safety. Althea Gibson became a wild, arrogant girl during her teen years. Her father disciplined Althea and caused her to stay away from home as much as possible. Althea became more and more trouble over the years by stealing food or candy, causing her father to punish her more. Finally, she couldn't take her father anymore, so she ran away from home. Althea graduated from junior high looking for money to buy food. The New York Welfare Department provided Althea with money and shelter, but Althea did not meet up to their requirements, and the New York Welfare Department did not support her. Finally, she met musician Buddy Walker, who saw Althea's potential in tennis and took her into local tennis courts. While there, she won several local tennis matches. Fred Johnson, another one of Althea's supporters, entered her 1942 New York State Open's Girls' Championship, hosted by the Cosmopolitan Club. Althea played against a white woman, which was interesting because most sports were segregated at that time. Althea won that competition, in which she stated, I cannot deny that being a white opponent made the victory all that sweeter to me. At graduation time, she responded excitedly about her academic accomplishment. She was compelled to do more. She quotes, I was ready to break loose and have a little fun, but I was dead serious about making something out of my life. Althea later received a scholarship from the Florida A&M University. Tennis really paved the way for fame for Althea. Some of her greatest accomplishments in tennis include winning the Grand Slam in 1945, which was her first break at the killer barrier. Althea won the French Open in 1955 and lost the Wimbledon in 1956 to Shirley Fry. Fry beat her again at Forest Hills. In 1957, Althea was entered in the Wimbledon, and finally, after her 2 losses, she beat Darlene Hard in the finals and shouted, at last, at last, she had won. In 1957, the same year, Althea went on to win the U.S. Nationals at Forest Hills. The same year, she repeated as a champion in both events the following year. About her budding tennis career and its role in elevating awareness of racial issues, Althea stated, I've never regarded myself as a crusader. I try to do the best I can in every situation I find myself in, and naturally I'm always glad when something I do turns out to be helpful to all Negroes, or, for that matter, to all Americans. or maybe only, to all tennis players. Althea had received everything she had wanted since she was a child. She was finally somebody. From 1956 to 1958, she appeared in 19 major finals and won 11 titles. Althea was 11-time major champion and 8-time finalist for the Grand Slam. After these many wins, in 1960, Althea became the first African American to compete on women's professional golf tour. Althea was a woman of many things. She succeeded in everything she did. Althea was the only woman of color to win a big tennis match for 15 years until Serena Williams and her sister, Venus Williams, became great tennis players and won many great awards. Althea was lucky enough to see the Williams sisters carry on her legacy. Sadly, Althea died September 28, 2003, of respiratory failure in East Orange, New Jersey.